this one's a fun one. Fanny pack.
Bum bag.
Fanny, bum, those are the same things.
In the States?
Wait, what is a fanny here? Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. My name is Becca and this is my good friend Laura, and we are at Cornwall Park right now, and we're just going to go over the differences between American and Kiwi accents. Okay, this is going to be great. So actually first I'm going to start off with some questions. You've been to several different countries. How do people react to your accent?
I think the one that I hear the most, which I really like, is people say that I sound like an Australian but with like a less harsh, twangy accent, and as a Kiwi I'm very happy to hear that. Generally people seem to like the Kiwi accent, which we think is weird because as Kiwis we think that we just sound really silly a lot of the time, but people generally like it, so I'm okay with that.
I feel like that's part of the Kiwi humor too. It's just very self-deprecating and like you're actually really awesome, but you might make fun of yourself. And
yeah, when you say it like that, I'm like, yes, that definitely lines up with the Kiwi self-deprecating humor for sure.
There's a mosquito like climbing on the lens. So that's actually another question that I had. Did you know that the Kiwi accent has been voted the most sexy accent?
I did not know that.
It has been. It has been. Don't ask me who voted it, but some big thing voted it as the sexiest accent. You're gonna walk around different knowing that you have the sexiest accent in the world.
I probably should, to be honest. I will hold my head high.
I think this is very common for people that are new to the country, but I can't tell the difference between Australian and New Zealand.
Okay, there's definitely a lot of sounds that are really similar. For me, it's the word fish. So we say fish, and the Australians say fish with a like a really twangy I. And then the other one that I know is we'll say dance, and a lot of Australians will say dance. Those are the only kind of like sounds that I think you can hear the difference on. So if you hadn't been in the country for very long, I can understand why it sound pretty similar.
I also feel like Australians, I have noticed they do the like R sound more. So like instead of saying no, they say nar. You know, there's like...
I don't necessarily want to say that that's how Australians sound, but yeah, possibly.
Kind of going along with that, I've actually feel like since coming here and being immersed into so many different accents, I feel like I don't pick up anybody's accent anymore, which is so weird. I'll be talking to like a British person for 10 minutes and then they'll say they're from England. I'm like, oh, I didn't even pick up on that. I don't know if that's just a me thing.
I think that the thing that it is that when you're in the States, you're watching American TV all the time, you're very used to just hearing kind of the same accents, whereas I feel like in New Zealand, we see American TV, we see English TV, we have a lot of like Australian, South African people from a lot of different Asian countries around. I feel like we're probably more used to hearing different accents, so if you just kind of got dumped into that with all of those different accents going on, I can definitely understand why it just turns into like one kind of big muddle for you, and you're just like, people have different accents, and that's it, right?
Yeah, it makes me feel really dumb sometimes, but oh well. Mosquitoes. Oh, I missed it.
Oh no.
What do Kiwis think of American accents?
I think that, well, because there's a whole variety of American accents, I think some of them we think are really cool. Maybe others are a bit more annoying.
Oh, lay it all out there.
Yeah, so I'd say some are really cool, some are annoying, and I'd say the more kind of generic ones are annoying. I'd say when you get into the southern accents, a lot of people find those really cool, for sure. And I think that the only thing generally is that most Kiwis can't tell the difference between American and Canadian accents. So all the Canadians just get lumped with Americans.
I was about to ask if you can tell the difference between like a Minnesotan accent or like a New York or a Texan or Canadian, or are they all the same?
I'd say most Kiwis, it's probably like the rest of America and then like southern. I probably wouldn't even know someone from Minnesota if I heard them speak. I know the whole thing about the way they say Minnesota is meant to be strange, but probably couldn't pick it.
I'm actually so bad at accents, which is going to make a part later in the video really fun because we're gonna try each other's accents.
Oh no, okay. Oh no, I'm nervous for that now.
Obviously there are a lot of different like dialects within Kiwi accents, so like southern versus northern islands. Where do you think yours fits in, and can you tell me some more about the different dialects in the different places?
Oh, well, I suppose we'd say that there's maybe like a North Island and a South Island accent. I don't think they've got massive differences personally, but like I don't have family in the South Island, so I'd definitely be like I'm definitely a North Island accent. I was born in Auckland. I'm not really sure what the differences would be, to be honest.
So I've heard that the South Island, they roll their R's, which I actually talking to somebody today. I thought it meant like Spanish rolling R's, and they just mean that they hold on to their R's more. Like gore? Don't ask me. I'm so bad at this.
I'm trying to think about that one because I would say gore, which is just like
Gore.
G-O-W in a way, like gore. And they would say gore or...
I guess.
Okay, do not quote me. I do not know much about the southern Kiwi accent.
But
there.
yeah, I've heard that they roll their R's, which was very misleading for a long time, and then they hold on to their vowels more, maybe.
Okay, so it's just a bit more drawn out
Yeah.
generally. Okay, let's go with that.
Oh, and so going back, do you think that Auckland accent is different than, like, say, Wellington accent?
I wouldn't say so. And in a way, I think that's because compared to like the UK and in the States, I feel like people move around New Zealand a lot more freely than other places. So there's less of a chance for like an accent to be established in Auckland compared to Wellington, maybe.
When I was first getting into the gear of moving to New Zealand, I was watching a lot of Kiwi movies, and they were a lot of Taika Waititi movies. But it took me a very, very long time to realize that the Maori accent is different than the Kiwi accent. Because watching all those movies, I thought that the Maori accent was the Kiwi accent.
Okay.
It took me a super long time to realize that, and it made me feel really dumb. But I feel like the Maori accent is easier to try to copy, just because it's so fun, whereas I feel like with the Kiwi accent,
Yeah.
I can't tell the difference between like British and Australian, so it just kind of gets smeared into...
Yeah, I would say that the kind of stereotypical like Māori accent is probably from the Māori vowels and the English vowels sounding different. I think that because the Māori vowels are all like long vowels, that probably makes it easier because it has more of a consistency in terms of the vowels that they use. So it's probably why you would find it easier to say. But yeah, with those like gorgeous long vowels, it does sound very different to like a normal Kiwi accent.
Die! Alright, this is gonna be so bad. I'm actually the worst with accents, but we're gonna try each other's accents out.
Oh no.
Okay,
Wait, so I'm gonna say
we're
the
just
words
gonna-
with your accent and you're gonna try to say them with my accent.
Yeah, we're gonna do a sentence though. What's
Oh,
a good
no.
sentence? This is gonna be so embarrassing.
It's fine.
Look, I can't. Okay. Look at the birds up in the trees.
That was really good.
No, it wasn't. Your turn.
Oh no.
Yep, just go for it.
Look at the birds up in the trees.
Oh my gosh, that was incredible.
Oh, that was okay? Okay.
Okay, wait, we gotta do some more. There are people walking on the street. Nailed it.
There are people walking on the street.
You're really good at this.
Don't forget, I worked as a waitress in New York. People had to understand me or they got mad at me. I learned fast.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, okay. One more and then we'll be done. There are clouds up in the sky. I don't even know what that was.
There are clouds up in the sky.
Good job.
Okay, we got through that.
Woo!
Thank goodness.
Well, I think you passed and I definitely failed. So next, I kind of just put a hodgepodge list of a few different things. So we have accent differences, so we'll just run through that. Oh, I got him. Just running through the list of accent words that I have. Aluminum,
Aluminium.
basil,
Basil.
oregano,
Oregano.
beer,
Beer.
bear.
Bear.
I say caramel,
And we say caramel.
although like half Americans will say caramel.
Caramel. Yeah, so you got it.
Yeah, okay.
Saying caramel is quite fun though. You can really like lean into it. It's good.
But I just like take out the middle way and I just say caramel.
Efficiency. Who needs the extra letter?
At its finest, yeah. It's the American way. Okay, so we say herb.
And we say herb with an H because it has an H.
Again, with the efficiency, we just like to take out
Who
a few
needs
letters
it?
every once in a while. Pause. I don't know if this is different.
Pause?
Okay, yeah.
Oh yeah, like pause.
Yeah. Yours sounds a lot better. Say it again.
Pause.
Pause. Car park.
Car park.
I just don't understand with the R's. You
Yeah, they
kinda
just
don't
run
say them.
away. On a lot of words, especially, car. Yeah, there's no hint of an R there.
Together.
Together.
Heck.
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 Yeah, that definitely sounded like an I there, didn't it?
Yep. Marketplace.
Marketplace.
It's so beautiful. Marketplace. And then there's the classic one, deck, as in your backyard deck.
Right. So if I lean into the Kiwi accent on there, then we'd really say, and I'll just go with this one, deck. I'm very proud of my deck. I love to have my mates over on my deck to see what I've done with it for the summer. See how beautiful my deck looks. I got asked to see that so much when I was in the States. It is good. I get it. It's good.
So the next section that I have is actually a lot of like word differences. So if I say whole wheat, you would say
Wholemeal.
eggplant,
Aubergine.
zucchini.
Courgette.
I feel like it's kind of half and half here though.
We definitely know what a zucchini and an eggplant are.
If I said cantaloupe.
Oh, I do know that one, I think, but yeah, I'm really not sure on what a cantaloupe is.
It's a rock melon.
Oh, is it just a rock melon?
Mm-hmm.
I knew it was some kind of melon, but I wasn't sure what kind. Okay, it's just a rock melon. There we go.
Isn't that funny though, that like zucchini is widely accepted, but cantaloupe isn't? Is that a very big pigeon?
That's a keruru. That's a New Zealand wood pigeon.
Wow.
So they're like really, really fat.
They're huge.
You can hear them when they fly because they're like, because there's just so much of them.
I think Toby and James said they watched one land on a branch once and it broke because they're so big.
I think that also with the keruru, there's like some berries that ferment late in summer and then they eat them, but because they fermented, they get drunk and then they just hang, like massive bird just hangs upside down, like from the trees. They're just chilling there drunk. That's what our birds do. Yep.
Wow.
Can't defend themselves from any predators, but they'll go get drunk and hang upside down from a tree. So look out for those later in summer.
Okay, back on track. So if I said ground beef,
Mince.
oatmeal,
Porridge.
okay, candy,
Lollies.
another word for a party, a do.
Yeah, if it's a specific thing, so you'd have a stag do, you'd have a hens do.
Which are also on my list. We don't say stag's party or a hen's party. It's bachelorette and bachelor party.
Yeah, that makes more sense rather than calling people like deer. Essentially, we don't even question that, by the way.
It's so weird.
Yeah, so stag do, we're calling someone a male deer, and then hens do, we're calling someone a chicken.
I love it though. It sounds like so much more of a party than a bachelorette party. What's next? Popsicle.
Ice block, because it's a block of ice.
But it's not just ice.
No, it's a block of flavored
popsicle.
Sugary ice.
And it's also funny because there's a lot of words that I've kind of like tried to pick up. Like I say capsicum now. I guess I just pick the ones that I like. Like I don't like ice block, so I still say popsicle.
No, fair enough. Yeah, pick. If you've got multiple words to choose from, pick the one that you like.
So we call them highways or freeways, but you call them
Motorways.
I like that more though. It's
Yeah.
cute. Gas,
Petrol.
diapers.
Nappy.
That's another one. I actually like nappy more, but it's like so ingrained to me to say diaper.
Yeah.
I have to switch. Apartment,
Flat.
but you sometimes do say apartment.
We do sometimes say apartment. So I think if it's more modern, we'd call it an apartment. And if it's multi, like more than just one or two, if it's multi-story, then we'd probably call it an apartment. Yeah.
Garbage.
Rubbish.
Is there another one? Oh no, we say like garbage and trash. Do you say trash?
No, we don't say trash. But don't Americans also call it like a dustbin?
No. Well, maybe in some.
Or is that the English? There might be the English that call it a dustbin. And you call it a garbage bin and we call it a rubbish bin.
We call it a garbage can.
A garbage can, okay. Never have I ever called anything a rubbish can.
I don't know why it's called a can. But I also have an issue where I can't hear or say the difference between the name bin and bin, like a bin.
Yes.
They come out the same. They're both bin.
Yep.
The same thing with pen and pin. Like a push pin and a writing pin.
Yep. No, I can definitely understand that.
I remember I was working once and a British guy came in and I like asked him if he needed a pin and I said the wrong one. And he was like, what? But that was like the first time I ever actually got like called out on it and I was like, oh.
Oops.
I can't tell the difference. Okay. So if you're putting something on the countertop.
That'd be the bench. So it's a countertop?
It's a countertop.
Okay, that does make sense. We
But
would
bench
know.
is nicer. It's like an allocated word for it instead of
Yeah.
countertop. It's
Yeah.
like a descriptor.
Yeah, it's like a
Anyway.
hybrid word. It's like you have to put two things together to describe it.
Oh, I also like this one because it's so efficient. But swimsuit.
Togs.
So I call like guys swim pants, I call them trunks, and then swimsuit for everything else. I mean, yeah, call it a bikini.
Yeah.
But you just call them all togs.
Yeah, everything's togs. Yeah.
So nice.
And I know
Togs.
that makes no sense when you think about it. Togs. That has no meaning
Yeah,
to it
where does that
whatsoever.
come from?
I'm actually not sure.
Because that's a pretty weird word too.
But like you say, very efficient. Togs, done. We know what we're
No
talking
gender
about.
associated with it.
Mm-mm.
That's nice. So rain boots,
Gumboots.
and you sometimes affectionately call them gummies.
I think that's probably more for the little kids.
Okay, I'm around a lot of little kids and I hear gummies.
There
a
we
lot.
go. That makes sense then.
The trunk of your car
Is the boot of the car.
and the windshield.
Windscreen.
So I would say a sidewalk. What would you call it?
Footpath.
Elevator.
Lift.
Would you call it a lift or would you call it an elevator?
I'd probably say lift because it's shorter and we're Kiwis and we like to shorten things.
So this is an interesting one. So I would say I'm going to go to the bathroom. What would you say?
Oh, it would depend on the context.
And the company, I think, too, maybe. 'Cause
Yes.
This is another thing. It might be around a lot of children that I hear this more.
If I was with friends, I'd say that I'm gonna go to the loo or I'm just gonna pop to the toilet. Yeah.
Okay. So I feel like I hear it all the time where it's like you use it as a verb, where I'm going to go toilet.
Going to go toilet.
I don't even know if I said it right, but I'm going, go toilet.
I do say that when I'm at home sometimes. Sometimes I'll like stop what I'm doing and I say I need to go toilet. Yeah, like a verb.
That is so weird.
I do say that. You're right. That is a Kiwi thing maybe.
Yeah, and I especially hear it like at the parks with the kids a lot, where it's like, do you need to go toilet?
You're totally right. Yes. There we go. Toilet's now a verb, people. This is we just made it happen.
A convenience store,
A dairy.
which doesn't make any sense.
I mean, they
It does make sense. They sell dairy. I see people coming out with jugs of milk all the time.
Yeah, I think that's maybe it. It's just the place where you buy the milk, but now it has a lot of other stuff. So I love the New York word bodega. To me, that's just
really cute.
That's
I also
great.
love that it's like a different word for different parts of the world. Like it's a
Yes.
bodega there, but it's a convenience store in Texas, but it's a dairy here.
And in Australia, it's a milk bar.
No way.
A milk bar. I know. I'm like, so you go in there and there's like a bench or a countertop where they
I want
serve you
cereal
milk, right?
with my milk bar.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, surely this is a place where you're served things with milk, like to have there and then. No. So we say dairy, they say milk bar. I still feel like dairy makes a tiny bit more sense.
Yeah. If I say I'm going to go to a store,
So we'd say we're going to a shop or to the shops.
okay. See, we never ever call them shops.
Yeah.
It's always a store.
Yeah, no, they're always going to the shops.
Another weird one to me is the pharmacy,
I call it the pharmacy or the chemist.
the chemist.
Yeah.
And a lot of them are just called chemist here, like their store names are like chemist warehouse and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so hiking, you do call it hiking.
We do call it hiking. We also call it tramping. Not that we're like tramps, but we also call it tramping.
And then the other way that you call it too is just walking, or like going on a walk.
Yeah.
How would you? Is that correct?
Yeah, we definitely say that we're going on a walk and then like go into the bush for like 4 hours. Yeah. Not just like down the road for 10 minutes. You can go on a walk for 4 hours in the bush. Yeah.
I have a hard time saying that because I feel like going on a walk is just through the neighborhood, but it just means something totally different. Anyways, oh, this is a fun one. Fanny pack.
Bum bag.
I said fanny pack on a video once, and then a few people commented like, that means something different here.
It does mean something different here. I do know what it means in the States, so I'm like, I get it. It's essentially the same as calling it a bum bag.
Because yeah, fanny, bum, those are the same things.
In the
And-
States.
And pack and bag, those are like the same thing.
There we go.
Wait, what is a fanny here? It's your bum?
Oh, no.
No.
Oh, you are discovering this on camera. No, a fanny is like for a front.
The lady bits.
Yes.
Oh. I really thought it was a bum.
But I know that it is in the States because when I first heard it, like when I was younger, I was like, it's a what? Because that's what it means for us.
A fanny pack.
Yeah.
Okay. Not gonna use that one anymore. Next, elementary school.
Primary school.
And then so I would say high school, but you would say,
We do sometimes say high school, but I technically went to a place that was called a college.
since you call that college, what I call college, you call
university.
Okay, not confusing. So this is a weird one that I don't think I've ever actually seen out in the wild, but a coffee break? Yeah.
So we would call that either morning tea, you've heard that one, or people would call it smoko.
Have you ever used that?
I don't think I personally have ever used the word smoko like for myself because I don't smoke. I would probably say morning tea, but yeah, if I go in somewhere and they were like, smoko is at this time, I know that they mean like first break, you know, morning tea, 10:30 or whatever. That's the time to have our like morning break. It's smoko.
Going along with morning tea though, I once went over to a friend's house and I was about to go to swim class with my little baby, and she offered me morning tea, and I was like, oh no, I don't want morning tea, I'm gonna have to pee it while I'm swimming. And then she gave me the funniest look, and it wasn't until like 5 minutes later she was eating some delicious cake in front of me. I was like, I want some cake, and she was like, I offered you some and you didn't want it. And I was like, oh yeah, I forgot. Morning tea means like morning snack.
Yeah, you can have a cup of tea at morning tea, but yeah, no, that's our like morning snack break.
This is another one I haven't seen in real life. So what would you call a period, like in a sentence?
Like the dot at the end, that's a full stop.
It's so cute.
I can't believe you haven't heard that one in the wild. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I
just
mean,
a full
I don't
stop.
talk to many friends about grammatical things such as periods and stuff.
What? Don't
Doesn't
you?
come up in normal conversation very often. But that one's cute. So I say math.
And we say maths.
I don't know why that is different.
I'm not sure, because I mean, it should be short for mathematics. So you guys just took like the first bit and went math, and we decided to
Put
also
on the last
take
bit.
the S as well. Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense. And
Yep.
then, so a big truck.
A big truck.
The word I'm thinking of is a ute.
Oh. Well, a ute.
I don't even know exactly what a ute is.
A pickup. Yeah, that would be a ute. A big pickup truck.
Why? Where does that word come from?
Ute, I'm pretty sure that it's short for utility vehicle, because you can use it for so many things, like utility. Because it's like
That
big,
makes
you can
sense, 'cause-
drive it everywhere, put lots of stuff in it, put some farm dogs on the back.
Because when you say ute, the first thing I think of is there's a Native American tribe in America
Oh, okay.
with the name Ute. Like
Okay.
that's where Utah, the name comes from.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Fun fact for me.
If I say egg, you would say.
Egg.
I love all the Taika Waititi movies because they say that a lot. and it's just
Oh,
really
yeah,
cute.
they always call each other eggs in
Egg.
this movie.
Egg.
Yeah.
Egg. It was like, yeah.
You're an egg.
Egg. Love that one. So I would say flip-flops,
Jandals.
which is short for,
Japanese sandals.
which is so weird. So I was talking to my friend and they were saying, like, what would you call stilettos then? He was like, wouldn't you call them clip-clops? Because we call them flip-flops because they, like, flip-flop and make a flip-flop sound. But, yeah.
Clip-clops, that's
so
terrible.
now we can call our heels clip-clops now.
Oh, gosh.
What does deer mean? If something is deer,
Expensive.
if something is flash,
Like, expensive, like top of the line, exciting.
a beach house in the North Island,
Is a batch.
but then in the South Island, a batch is...
I don't know, is it different in the South
It's
Island?
different. I think it's a crib.
A crib? I've never heard that.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay. We need to check
I'll
that
look
one.
it up and make
I've
sure.
never heard that one.
So, ta,
Thanks.
but generally that's for close friends or babies.
Yes, it's very good for kids because it's easy for them to say.
And
ta.
then another very Kiwi thing is to say a.
Yeah, you just kind of add in a wherever you want to.
I've also heard hey a lot too.
Yeah, we like to fill up our sentences with lots of extra sounds wherever needed.
Well, that is my whole list. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next week. Bye. So, we just finished the video, and we're about to have a lovely picnic. But we, of course, thought of like a million other little words to say. So this is an accent difference, but we would say weta. How would you say it?
Wetter?
Yeah, I guess you just actually say the T. And what else do we say? Oh, what's the longest name in New Zealand?
So this is the longest place name. So it's Tau Matawhakitanga Hanga Ko Waiwai O Tamatia Turipu Kakapiki Monohoro Nuku Ko Pai Whenua Ki Tangatahu. Oh, I might have stumbled a tiny bit there, but that was like 98%.
I'll take it. Okay, that's it.